Welcome to this video training series. This training is intended for home service professionals. If you are not a home service professional, like a technician, this might not be the right video for you, so you might want to switch now. However, if you are a home service professional, this video series is going to help you be a more professional technician in the home, and it's going to help you communicate better with your customers. It will make you very successful in the field as long as you follow the system front to back. If you're watching this video, you're either a member of Service Today or a member of Boll. If you're watching this because you're part of Service Today, welcome to Service Today. If you haven't met me and I haven't had to talk to you, I want to sincerely welcome you to the company. And if you've already been part of Service Today and you're moving into a technician role, I'd like to congratulate you on that. That is a huge step. There's a lot of work ahead of you with training, but with my help and your trainer's help, we're going to get you there and you're going to be successful. If you are a member of Boll, I would love for you to thank your owner or manager because they are paying to subscribe to these videos, and they're doing that to help obviously win the company, but they're actually helping to win you too, because all these skills you will be able to retain with you whether you stay with your company or not. So this is great information for you. Those of you who don't know me, I am Ken Boll. I am the founder of Service Today, and I am the founder of Boll. A little bit about my journey is I started out as an electrician when I was 9 years old with my dad. I know today I own a multi-million-dollar company, but it wasn't always this way. I've ran thousands of service calls. Like I said, I started with my dad as an electrician when I was 9 years old. I wired my first house when I was 15. All through high school, I worked for him. After high school, I was a foreman for a large commercial company, as an electrician. I got my master's at a young age of 23 in here in Minnesota. And I started running the home service industry in 2009, starting to get into this type of concept, which is, working with homeowners and educating them about their home and giving them products and services that can either help their home or benefit their lives. So we started with electric, then we went into HVAC and then plumbing. So we do all three trades. However, this system can really be used with any trade as long as it's executed. Might be a few tweaks here and there. But first of all, we have to understand what it is to be a technician. What is a technician? And what's the difference between a technician and an HVAC install that installs new equipment in new homes, or a plumber that roughs in new houses, or an electrician that does commercial work? What is the difference between an electrician, an HVAC installer, and a plumber versus a technician? Well, here's the thing. A technician is different. We need to know all the work. We need to know the rules. We have to have the quality of work. But we have another piece. We have to be able to communicate that out of our mouth to the customer so they understand what needs to be done, why it needs to be done, and how we're going to do it. I hear all the time people saying, like electrical, like, oh, you guys just go out and try to sell stuff to people. No, that is not what we do. Here's the thing. As an electrician, I can go wire a new house. But a guy who wires a new house cannot come work for me and be a technician, not without this training. You have a skill set that a normal electrician, a normal plumber, and a normal HVAC person does not have. You're going to have customer service skills, and huge customer service skills, because customers need to understand their home. These are complex systems. Most homeowners know nothing when it comes to their HVAC, plumbing, or electrical systems. They just don't. They know nothing. It is our job, and not only is it our job, it is our duty to educate them on things in their home, future problems that could be having in their home, future areas of things that could happen in their home. You're going to hear me say these three things a lot: safe, reliable, and energy efficient. We want our customers' homes to be safe, reliable, and energy efficient. And our customers want their homes to be safe, reliable, and energy efficient. If we want this and they want this, we're going to have a great relationship with our customers. The only thing standing in between is our mouth and our minds. If we can get our minds tied in with our mouth, and the customer understands what's going on in our mind and what's coming out of our mouth, you're going to be wildly successful, either here at Service Today or the company you're at. So, a technician is skilled. We're skilled in our trade. Number one, right? And if you're not quite skilled, we might have a training program that you're on your way, right? And if you don't have all the skills, somebody in your company or at your location has the skills to help you. So make sure you're confident, because if you can't figure it out, somebody at the company will be able to come out and figure it out, because you are just a branch of the company. In all terms, the company's behind you. They got your back, right? All the time. You need to have a servant's heart, okay? Your customers want you to serve them. And if they can sense that you're there to serve them, they're gonna hire you. They're gonna have you do the project with them. Okay? One of the biggest things, if you're new to this type of industry, is technicians want to make money. And I understand that. That's why we go to work. We're there to make a profit as a company, and we're there to make an income as a team member of the company, right? But if you can get your mind, and this is why I say it's your mind and your mouth, if you can get your mind wrapped around that the customer is the most important thing and not your back pocket, not how much money you're going to make, you're going to be more successful. Technicians, I have trained thousands of technicians. Thousands. I've employed hundreds and I've trained thousands. The technicians that are the most successful every single time are the technicians that have the customer's best interest in mind. Those are the ones that are the most successful. The ones that go out and just try to sell stuff to make money usually don't last very long. They usually don't last because it doesn't work and they don't sell anything because customers can sense it and they read through it and they don't hire them. Or we get a bunch of complaint calls and we move that person on. They don't work for our company anymore. Okay? So if you want to be successful, I want you to make money. I hope you make money. That's great. That's all about being a technician and having a job. But when you're in the home, don't think of money. Don't think of your income. When you're in your truck, when you're going through your KPIs and what your closing rates and average tickets are, and you're in training and all that, then maybe you can think about money. But when you're in the home and you're talking to a customer, or you're writing up options, or you're looking around the house, only think of the customer. Only have the customer in mind. That is by far the most important thing you can do. Okay? And on that note, we need to be the best. You need to be the best technician in your area, because more than likely you have a whole bunch of companies in your area that could do the same work you can do. There's another company that can do electrical. There's another company that can do HVAC or plumbing or irrigation or landscaping or whatever industry you're in. Another company can do it. So don't think you're that special. You have to make yourself special. You have to make yourself different. You have to be better than every other company in the area. And if you're better, people will hire you. They're going to recommend you to friends and family members. They're going to use you again and again and again because they can sense you're the best. They can sense you're trying to be better. Okay? We are not salesmen. I may use the word sales a lot. You might hear that. And it's just a shorter word for communication or education. But here's the thing. We're really educators. All we do is walk in the home, use our skill set to come up with things the customer needs or wants or can benefit from, write options for them, and sit down and say, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, which option would you like to go with? That's it. That's our sales. We're not dirty used car salesmen. We're not manipulators, which I'll get to in a minute. Okay? We're educators. That's what we are. Think of it this way. If you go to a doctor, right? And the doctor says, well, you know, we could either go ahead and do knee surgery and replace your entire knee, or we can just go in there and try to salvage the cartilage or whatever. Something like that, right? All the doctor is educating you about the options, right? Giving you the information so you can make the right decision. The doctor isn't thinking in his head, oh man, I hope he does the reconstruction surgery because I'm going to make, X amount of dollars off this. No, he's not. He's worried about you. He's focusing on you and your knee. Same thing. When you're in the house, you're focusing on them and their house. The last thing on your mind is how much money I'm going to make if they choose X, Y, or Z. Not the point. Okay? I can't stress that enough. I mentioned before, we are not manipulators. Now, in this industry, and a lot of industries, but really in this industry, there are two types of manipulators. There's one technician, one of the technicians that's a manipulator, goes to houses and only offers the solution that he or she would buy if it was their house. They are a manipulator. They are manipulating people into buying things that they think they would buy if they were in the same situation. Well, I got news for you folks. It's not your house. It's not your life. It's not your money. Don't be a manipulator. Do not hold information back because you don't think they'll buy something. It's not up to you. It is only up to them as the homeowner. Okay? The other kind of manipulator is the technician that goes in there and tries to offer them something that they want the customer to buy, like your biggest package or the most expensive thing. Or the technician might feel a little lazy that day and might not want to do a lot of work, so they're not going to offer the big job. They're just going to offer the quick fix so they can get out of there and get home because it's Friday. And this will happen to you. I know, because I am a technician and I've been there, and I know how lazy we can get on Friday afternoons when we're going up north hunting or fishing, or we're leaving to go to Mexico on a trip, and all we want to do is get through our calls and go home. You're being a manipulator. You're talking a customer into doing a repair because you're not giving them all the information to make a different decision. Do not be a manipulator. Give them all the information. Give them all the options. Educate them on the decision and let them choose what's best for them in their home. Okay? There are some basic stuff as a technician. Almost all technicians I know of drive a truck or a van of some type, right? You walk like a duck, you talk like a duck, you're probably a duck, okay? You look professional, you act professional, you're probably a professional. Make sense? So if we're professionals, that means we need a clean truck because professionals drive clean vehicles, inside and out. They maintain their trucks. If they need an oil change, a windshield, new tires, let your manager or your boss know about it. If you're a member of Service Today, you can actually request maintenance through Service Titan, and there's a spot on there. Ask if you don't know how to get to it. You're going to need to put gas in it, right? You'll need a gas card. If you're a member of Service Today, we will give you a gas card. If you don't have one, let us know. When you pull up to the pump, you'll put the card in, you'll get a 4-digit PIN, and you'll put the mileage in, and it'll pump the gas for you. Keep in mind, at Service Today, all trucks are GPSed. We know where you are, when you are, almost all the time. And we don't do that to spy on you. There's many different reasons why we GPS. One of the big reasons is that we actually track your time because we pay overtime. And so we need to know that. Also, if your truck ever got stolen, if you ever got in an accident, if somebody called in and complained, if a dispatcher is wondering where you are because you're not answering your phone, all reasons why we have GPS. So it's not because we're trying to micromanage you. There's many different reasons behind GPS, but just know that. Most companies do have GPS in their vehicles, so just know that. We need to keep it stocked. We need parts as technicians. If we don't have parts, it's hard to do the job most of the time. Gotta have parts. If you don't restock your truck, you're gonna have to go get the part, and it's gonna slow you down, and you're gonna go to less calls, and you're gonna make less money, and we're gonna help less homeowners. Nobody wins. Please stock your truck. If you get in a car accident, or if you get in any type of work injury, please contact your HR person right away. Even if it's a cut, because if that cut becomes infected over time, and you didn't report it, you only have so long before you report it, and then you won't be a workers' comp claim. So please report that. Okay, technology. If you're a member of Service Today, we'll be providing you with an iPad, possibly a phone, depending on your position. Please take care of that. If you work for a different company, these are very expensive pieces of equipment. There's a lot of glitches, a lot of problems with it. The last thing we want is them to break unintentionally. So please take care of them like they're your own. Charge them so they're not dead. Make sure you have a truck charger. So if it does die in the middle of the day, you can plug it into your vehicle. If you're in a very extreme heat area or a very extreme cold, please bring your technology into your house with you for the night so they don't freeze or overheat. If you're a member of Service Today, you'll probably be filling out a form saying that either you want to be responsible or you want the company to be responsible by paying a small insurance fee to take care of those. Uniforms. You will be provided uniforms if you're a member of Service Today. Make sure they are clean. Make sure they don't have stains on them. Make sure they are not wrinkled. We don't want you getting up and looking like you got out of bed. Again, if you look like a duck, you walk like a duck, you're probably a duck. If you look like a lazy technician, you look like a dirty technician, you're probably a dirty technician. Homeowners don't want dirty technicians in their houses. They want professional technicians. Preferably, I would literally, if you want to be the #1 top most professional technician, I would hire a dry cleaning company to pick up your uniforms, clean them, and bring them to your house. Yes, it will cost you some money. I will guarantee you will get your money back tenfold by doing that. I know it's like 15, 20 bucks a shirt, something like that. It's not cheap. Actually, it might not even be that much. Check, because I think there's like usually the more you do, the less it is. I think it's $5 a shirt. Then there's a delivery charge. Anyway, look into it. More than likely, it's not that expensive. You're gonna have a clean, pressed white shirt if you're a member of Service Today, and you're gonna be a very professional technician in the home. You'll get your money back. I promise you. 50% of people buy off how you look. So if 50% of people are looking at your uniform, well, 100% are looking at your uniform, but if 50% are buying off of your uniform, you will get your money back very quickly, I promise. You could even wash your pants at home, but your shirts are very, very important. A sales bag, again, we should call them a communication bag, but that's kind of weird. Sales bag, you'll get a black bag. Ask your trainer, ask your manager. If you don't have one yet, you'll be getting one. That is for you to provide education materials to the homeowner in the bag. That's really all I have to go through for the welcome video. Thank you so much, and I'm excited for your journey. And we'll be getting into our next video, which is titled Why. It's titled Why because you need to figure out why you are a technician. You'll see.